When Elon Musk walked into Twitter's San Francisco headquarters holding a porcelain sink, tweeting, "Let that sink in," the world laughed. Some chuckled at the pun, others cringed, but few suspected that this was not just another internet stunt. No, for Elon, this was a signal, a symbolic cleansing of the algorithmic cathedral he had just acquired. According to the explosive new biography, The Architect, Musk and the Machine, authored by investigative journalist Leila Brent, Musk's $44 billion Twitter takeover wasn't merely an act of libertarian rebellion or billionaire boredom. It was, Brent claims, a calculated power play to realign the digital town square and push a right-wing political agenda, one tweet at a time. Chapter 1. The Trojan Bird. Musk's relationship with Twitter began innocently enough. A meme here, a flamethrower ad there. Tweets about Dogecoin, Mars, and artificial wombs created an aura of harmless eccentricity. But Brent argues this was a smokescreen. Behind the scenes, she writes, Elon had grown increasingly frustrated with Silicon Valley's left-leaning ideological homogeneity. "There's no balance in the machine," Musk allegedly told a confidant during a private meeting in 2021. "You can't have free speech if one side owns the speech." He wasn't wrong. At the time, platforms like Twitter had implemented aggressive content moderation policies, especially following the 2020 U.S. election and the January 6 Capitol riot. Conservative voices cried censorship. Trump had been banned. The Babylon Bee was suspended for satire. Musk, sensing a vacuum, saw opportunity. Enter the Trojan Bird. Brent claims Musk began buying Twitter shares in secret months before the public filing. He was assembling more than a financial stake. He was building a lever, not just of business, but of culture. Chapter 2. The Digital Reformation. The biography describes Musk's vision not as a traditional conservative push, but as a techno-populist insurrection. Think Ayn Rand meets 4chan. Upon acquiring Twitter, Musk fired swathes of executives and engineers. Publicly, it was pitched as efficiency. But Brent's sources say he was clearing the ideological minefield. "Too many progressive nodes in the neural net," one source allegedly said. "They kept reprogramming the truth." With control over Twitter's algorithm, Musk did more than just unban accounts. He shifted the Overton window. Accounts that had once lived in the fringes, anti-lockdown activists, vaccine skeptics, hardline nationalist pundits, began gaining prominence. Engagements with right-wing posts surged. Twitter, now X, became a strange new town square where free speech meant fighting in public with no referee. Elon didn't push a particular candidate, Brent notes. He pushed an atmosphere, distrust in institutions, reverence for truth seekers, dismantling gatekeepers. In short, he turned Twitter into a kind of algorithmic revolution, an eternal October for the tech-savvy right. Chapter 3. The Meme War Room. The book claims Musk established a private Slack channel with several influencers, including meme lords, podcasters, and political operatives. It was called the Cathedral Basement. In it, Brent writes, Musk would toss out ideas like a startup founder brainstorming a pitch deck. What if we run a woke GPT parody bot? Should I challenge AOC to a debate? Can we get RFK Jr. trending again? According to screenshots obtained by Brent, Musk even floated the idea of creating an anti-censorship index, a kind of blacklist for advertisers who pulled funding from controversial voices. If they don't want to be on Twitter, he reportedly said, maybe Twitter doesn't want them. What began as a meme war evolved into a political narrative engine. While traditional media struggled to remain impartial, Twitter under Musk reveled in chaos. It was the new printing press, but instead of ink and paper, it ran on dopamine, division, and retweets. Chapter 4. Enemies of the Feed. Of course, there were enemies. The Biden administration reportedly raised concerns over disinformation, especially surrounding elections and vaccines. But Musk, in his public persona, deflected criticism with his now signature blend of sarcasm and libertarian zeal. "I'm not right-wing," he tweeted. "The left just went insane." Privately, Brent claims he was more strategic. The goal isn't to win with the right, Musk allegedly told a tech CEO over dinner. It's to make the center realize who's lying. Former Twitter engineers told Brent that internal data showed a consistent pattern. Musk-engaged tweets disproportionately boosted content from conservative sources. Not always extremist, but always oppositional. Dissent was the product. Controversy, the currency. Chapter 5. The Global Campaign. Musk's political influence didn't stop at American borders. Brent claims Musk met with far-right European politicians in private sessions at SpaceX facilities. In one alleged conversation with a French nationalist leader, Musk discussed the possibility of building an uncensorable satellite internet system across the EU. "I'll give them internet," he said. "They just have to promise not to cancel me." The promise of free speech became a brand, and the brand began to bleed into policy. By late 2024, multiple GOP candidates were shaping their campaigns around themes Musk had amplified: anti-woke education, AI transparency, deep state paranoia. Brent writes that Musk didn't need to run for office. He already owned the microphone. Epilogue: The bird flies right. In the final chapters of her book, Brent reflects on what this all means. Was Musk a Machiavellian manipulator, or just an ideologue with an internet addiction? She quotes one anonymous former Twitter exec. "He didn't buy Twitter for power. He bought it to rewrite the script, and now we're all living in the sequel." Whether the claims in The Architect are true or exaggerated, the narrative it builds is hard to ignore. Musk, the richest man in the world, didn't just want to make rockets or cars. He wanted to make meaning. And in an age where meaning is shaped by code, tweets, and tribal hashtags, owning the feed is as powerful as owning the factory. In that sense, maybe Twitter wasn't just a purchase. Maybe it was a palace coup. Author's note: this is a work of creativity and not intended to make factual claims about Elon Musk's motives. The book mentioned, The Architect, Musk and the Machine, is fictional in this context. This piece is meant to explore the intersection of tech, politics, and influence in the age of social media.